Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 17. I'm Andy and this is the Let's Play on the Skogstorp map. I know several of you have asked me to do Let's Plays on the Misslingen map, but unfortunately I have some sort of mod conflict on that map, so which means that I can't really figure out what to do. I could probably figure something is causing a crash to desktop, which is really annoying and sort of means that I'm not that fond of playing on the map. Unfortunately. So I'm not playing on it currently. I need to figure out what is causing the conflict and do something about that, which I'll probably do, but I'm not entirely sure when I have it figured out. But I'll probably figure it out sometime. Just clearing out the snow. So this episode basically is gonna be me clearing out snow, I think. If I can figure out and drive this thing. What? What's going very well, is it? So, it's the snow. I think it's the snow. It's like I need to practice this. Need to take everything out here. Seems like I have a ton of stuff here that's caught up in inside. Was stuck inside because of the snow, so I want to clear a path for these things. This big, at least a Kramer here. So it's a lot more fun to play this game when you have good controls, I believe. At least from my point of view. And I set up my two joysticks so now I can actually play using them, which is cool and a lot more. It's easier, and I guess good practice if I ever want to change a career, go into excavating. I won't change the career. I have a job that I really like, so I'm gonna stick with that. I don't think people who drive excavators make a fraction of what I make. But I'm not doing it for the money, I'm doing it for the quality of work. I really like my job. There's nothing wrong with people driving excavators, that's a really important job too. But I really think I'm gonna stick with what I know. what I'm good at. I need to practice my skill here. It's a big pile of snow. I think you can stack them pretty high, the piles. Leave that small pile there. So I set it up. I think if you watch my episode on Hofburpen yesterday, I also used Liebhett there. I set it up so I can actually drive the vehicle backwards and forwards and control it with my joystick also, because I have two buttons on that controls left and right turning, which I use a software called Joy to Key. Just Google Joy to Key and you'll find it. It's you can pay for it if you want to, but it's freeware, so it's really good. I should probably pay for it, because pay a little bit and give it some sort of extra to the auto of it, because it's really good. So I use that so I can actually steer the vehicle. So I can use my pedals on my G926 to drive backwards and forth, and I can use Joy to Key to turn the thing, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that exists on the Liebherr 902, but it exists on newer versions of excavators. You can control it using your joystick while driving. If I wanted to do the wheel, I would use drive control, and I would also set up a button on the joystick to flip between backwards and driving backwards and forward. If I wanted to do wheelie, I could actually do that probably. There's a function there in drive control where you shuffle. Wrong way. Which is cool actually. I probably should do that. And then I would have a button and just set up a button on the joystick, which I use Joy to Key. That was bad. Don't drop all the snow you just cleared, Andy. And then you would switch being backwards and forwards driving, which would be slightly more realistic. I should increase the speed of the turning here. So let's clear a path here. Oh, don't hit it. Has a pretty far reach, this arm. I think that this is good. I guess clearing snow is a pretty good practice for if you want to practice using an excavator. use any controls on it. Clear these. Can be a pretty big pile with snow. Should probably clear this here. So I haven't played this map in a long time. It's not because it's a really good map. I've just been busy playing other maps. Basically, that's the reason why. Basically playing other maps. I don't know if you can put more in this bucket. I think it's a 3,000 liter bucket. I think this is pretty much about as much as you'll get in it. But it doesn't look like it's full, so I don't know why. Oh no, that's probably because I have the thingy here on the front. How have I controlled that? I don't know. J and N. So I think the J and N button, or not the J and N, the scoop on the front there actually works as a tool which gets snow in it. So that's why it's not. Doesn't look like it's maximum when it's filled. The bucket, please. So that's probably as full as you get it. And the reason why it doesn't look like it's full when you look at the capacity down on the right there is because it's basically, it's not because the front tool blade here also has a capacity. I've been looking for some sort of rotor tilt for farming simulator excavators, which is a head that tilts and leans, which there is a rotor tilt for Volvo tools, which actually works okay, but I can't get it to tilt for some reason. And the excavators use different set of controls hooked to front loader tools in the settings. So and this is set to crane controls. So my setup is crane controls, and so set with crane controls, and those excavators use front loader controls, which I haven't set to the same thing, so I could probably figure it out with a little bit of work. It's nice work. Easy peasy. So actually we're gonna clear this one too. If I can get it out of there. A bit tricky here, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, got it a little bit, yeah. here and get this load. So basically this is just an episode of me doing this. Sorry, wrong way. Oh. Oh, when the tool, it's backwards, you drive backwards and you turn backwards, but it's not. You're not looking backwards when in the excavator. So let's see. I think we'll let's load up here. Don't want to drop it out. I want it in. Now it's full. Cute. Must be the most boring episode ever. What do you do on your episode today? Well, I just dug snow. It's like, okay, you dug snow. This front blade is actually sort of in the way. Probably good for doing stuff, but it's mostly in the way. So, good. Did not go well. Hit the house there. It's a good thing I can drop things on the top here. It's a far reach when it comes to the shovel. Let's see. Oh, we have some wool in there. That seems to be done. I think it has a higher capacity though. If we get this. And get this. The 6 and we'll pick up a little bit of this. So now that's full. It's a big pile, isn't it? It's interesting. Well, getting close to this part of the yard at least. Being ready. There are 2 bales there. Well, that's like, I was like, oh, I didn't know there was. Seems like there were more snow there than I thought. Let's go. don't know why I have that big pile over there in the middle of the yard. I should probably put it over here by the caravan. I think you can build, I don't know if you can build this pile as high as you want, but it seems like this we're reaching maximum there. You can build it pretty high. Okay, so that's good. We have the Kramer out, we have the pad here out. Let's go and see if we can clear the rest of this yard out. Should put this in front of here. Should probably do something about that. At least the open door here. Is the front plane again? Can't seem to get the entire bit there. Wonder why. I'm not very good at this. And you really need to practice. That's blatantly. Oh no. Like that one. It's like, oh, we'll just drop it here. Didn't mean to drop it there. Bit up this side here. It's good with the far reach though. Nope. That's not good. Now I need to figure out how to drive backwards, which I don't seem to be very good at. Let's clear this out so we can get the police car out of here if we need it. We actually went to the police museum with my kids and parents the other day. Well, it's not a big museum, it's in Stockholm. It's okay, it wasn't very the kids were there free and my parents got a senior discount and we got to pay like 60 kronor, which is a fairly cheap one I think for a museum. It's not a big museum, it's quite a small, but it has some interactive stuff for the kids, which was good I think. Otherwise it's mostly a museum looking at old uniforms and some police cars and that sort of stuff. Cool cars. Otherwise it's, I mean, it was a small museum. They have a really cool gate piece though, a Bell 206 Jet Ranger, which is out on a pylon outside of it. Which is actually that specific that specific helicopter was never a police helicopter though. It's a army helicopter which was repainted into the police livery. Put where it is now today. So just some small anecdote. Let's see. I'll do a little more here, just a little bit, and then we're gonna probably end this episode. So I'm sorry about this episode. It's probably quite boring. We've just been clearing snow off this farm, while the other farm still left. So I'm gonna go and hook my trailer over there up to this one. So we can drive off to the other farm. Clear. I don't know, that's probably not the proper technique for hooking these things up. It's one technique. Get this too. I should probably drive. See if I can back this up here and empty it. Let's put it here. So we'll go there. Control I. Empty it. Little pile there. Good. So road driving. There is some beacons on it. Well, that was about the extent I'm going to do this episode. That one. Next episode we'll see what we'll do. Maybe we'll do drive this off to the side here. We'll see what we'll do on the next episode. Maybe we'll do some more snow clearer on the next farm or something else. So, by the way, I know a lot of people want me to play Misslingen, but that's the mod conflict there, and I don't know what's wrong and why it's doing that, so I can't really play it until I figure that one out. I'm gonna look into that when I get the time. But it's hard, mod conflicts is hard because you need to try out a lot of different things to figure out which mod is doing the conflict, unless you have some sort of idea what you're changing since the problem started, but you don't have any idea on that, so I can't really do that. So anyway, thank you for watching this Let's Play on the Skogstorp map. Hope you enjoy it. I'm Andy. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, leave a comment or share, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.